Woke up, see my son Rusev walk out. I say, yeah, we here. That nigga Rusev came in the ring, stomped on that nigga Otis back 3 times, nigga. Both his feet in the air. That nigga said, stomped the shit out that nigga. Put him in the camel clutch.
In the words of a black announce table alumni, that excites you?
Nigga called him alumni. Fuck out of here, nigga.
That excites you? Like,
Yeah, nigga. Nigga said that excited. Yo, I need to make that a drop. Yo, I'm about to ask Cuzzo to make that a yo. KP, can you ask Cuzzo to make that excites you a drop? Cause yeah, nigga, it do. Nigga said that about the best part of the match. Nigga said I called it. Nigga was like, I said, yo, this nigga is Seth. This about to be a double cross. Yo, matter of fact, let's watch the show from last week. Cause what
he said, let's watch the show from last week.
That nigga said he wanted to see some bullshit. I forgot what he said he wanted to see.
That excites you, my G?
He want to come back too. Tell that nigga to do the knowledge before he come back first. That nigga said, I feel sorry for the Good Brothers. Oh, he said they deserve better. Man.
That was funny, son. This nigga Evo was jumped through the screen. This nigga sat up.
Good Brothers didn't give me shit. That nigga Ferg say, y'all niggas gave my daddy the shit in y'all drawers. That's what the Good Brothers gave me. Good Brothers didn't give me nothing but shitty drawers.
That's a classic. That's a classic right there. That's how I want to get people involved in the show. Like, niggas, you just cool and chatting. You just say something random off the wall. Just wait, hold up. That's classic entertainment right there.
That nigga said that shit. I almost lost my mind. I said, when you say deserve better, what exactly do you mean? Them niggas need to be Orkin, man. You talking about deserve better.
Man, rehire them, man. Team them up with Rusev and send them to AAA.
What's his YouTube, KP? Your man's?
Rusev. Oh, you talking about?
Yeah.
Niggas be having YouTube.
Yeah, he did have he had a video I saw like a while back. I think KP sent it to the group. He was talking about Triple H. I don't know if I subbed to his YouTube or not.
Yeah.
You ever look at your YouTube subscriptions and see who you sub to? Like, yo, I need to clean this shit up.
I ain't do that in a minute.
I'm subbed to a lot of garbage.
I'm bang with YouTube though. YouTube more than any other app streaming service.
Real shit.
Oh, this is his joint. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Let me see what his most recent joint is 3 weeks ago.
See, I tried to do some shit like this. I just fell off with that shit. I was gonna do something just like this.
What, the YouTube shit?
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to watch this shit live on air. The fuck am I doing?
Yeah, let's see. You talking about the Good Brothers still?
Scary, spooky, a little bit hilarious. Triple H is getting lazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's bad, man. It's like Triple H is scared to hurt a couple people's feelings. It's coming out now that Triple H is booking Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins for a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. We're not sure if this will be the main event. I'll get into that into like another video. Stay tuned for that. But speaking of the match, just particularly, I am not a fan of triple threat matches just to get everybody on the card. I would rather see CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I would even rather see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins again. Or I would rather see Rollins versus Seth. And just to give you a preview of my thoughts on the next video, I would rather see Rhea versus Bianca Belair, and I would rather see Bianca Belair versus Io.
Gotta stop the video right there. Cause what that nigga wanna see is garbage.
Yeah.
Both the two matches that he said he don't want to see was the two most fire matches of the weekend. Nigga said I don't want to see this shit. Shit ended up being heat.
Hey,
Nigga.
can't counter that.
I don't want a triple threat match just to make sure nobody feelings get hurt or everybody gets on the card. I'm good on that. Stop booking scary. Stop booking scary, bro. Like this shit is ridiculous. So yeah, we're gonna have a triple threat match, and there's a lot of stories and ways that this can be told. It's just it could be told way better in a singles match. It could be told way better in a single like man, I hate to be too hard on wrestling because, as a CM Punk fan, I'm just happy he's back in wrestling, even though he's been back for 4 years now. So I should probably just stop saying that shit. But I should probably stop complaining because at least most likely he'll have the main event. But still, at the same time, this is very much lazy booking. A three-way, yeah, like don't get me wrong. I've always said that WWE has the best triple threat matches. I fully expect this match to be a great match. It's just I'm not looking forward to it that much. It kind of brings it down when you add a third person to it. There's so many stories that can be told. There's so many angles that they could go about with just two-way matches, a one-on-one match. But
Two.
they kind of we talk about DEI. We're trying to have a DEI match. This is a DEI match card, trying to make sure everybody gets on the card. Like, nah, man, nah. Somebody could be left out of this. Seth Rollins could be left out of this. Roman Reigns could be left out of this. Hell, CM Punk could be left out of this. He should have been facing Gunther. This is a big problem that I have with Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. Like, you mess up so many other stories that could be told. So yeah, this isn't for me necessarily. I'll enjoy it, but it seems more like a backlash match. It seemed more like a B pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Something that I don't know, man. And what sucks the most is Roman Reigns is going to win. We all know Roman Reigns is going to win. Who is going to take the pin?
We're taking mad L's in this
Seth, I
video.
think Seth is going to take the pin. Me personally, so we'll see. But
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this match really at all. The thing I'm looking forward to the most at WrestleMania is Cody and Rock. Not Cody and Rock. Cody and Cena.
Oh,
These triple threat matches is bullshit. It is very much bullshit. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Triple threat match.
yo. That video was completely wrong.
Ice on me real quick. Buddy said somebody need to be left out of this. Nigga, the only person that needs to be left out of this is you. Cause you wrong about everything. You said the triple threat don't need to happen because we don't need to see just because you're not a fan of it, it don't need to happen. Crazy. You talking about I don't need to see Io and Bianca and Rhea. Yes, you do, because that was the most fire match on the whole weekend. Probably, if not, it's 1A and 1B. You feel me? The two triple threat matches, the men's and the women's, was heat. CM Punk, all of them needed to be with each other because if the three-man weave, the triangle, you can't beat that. You feel me? You over here talking about, oh, no, I'm not a fan. This is lazy booking. No, it's not. Because niggas done told the story. I told y'all what it was. And you sat here, and because you're not a fan of it, because you don't like triple threat matches, niggas sat here and said, that excites you? It do. Matter of fact, it excites everybody. Because everybody fucking with it now. Because look what we seen on Monday. We got Braun breaking now. Does that not excite you? Niggas talking about. Niggas said, "Man, the match I can't wait to see is Cody and Cena, the weakest match of the whole weekend." So that excites you?
Yo,
This is why, bro. Some niggas, in the words of Aaron the plumber, you ain't qualified. You feel me? Some people just ain't qualified, brother. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let the people with the big brains do the big brain things. You feel me? Me, Paul Heyman, Triple H, all niggas like us, let us do what we do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everything else, man, y'all just don't worry about it. In the words of Triple H, shut up and just watch the wrestling, man. Damn. I feel Triple H on that. Because we got niggas like you making shit like this, posting on YouTube talking about, man, this shit is booking trash. This is booking hell.
Yeah.
All right. The two hottest matches on the card. Niggas said, I don't want to see this. I'm glad niggas like you ain't in the room, man, writing up this shit, man.
And on top of that, what do we want to see? The weakest shit on it. It's like, damn, son. It just got worse and worse.
It got worse and worse, man. It does excite me, matter of fact. It excited 63,000 people. You feel me? Does that excite me?
Nigga tight. He took that personal.
Nah, cause niggas be nigga tried to dunk on me and then this shit backfired crazy. Like that is the pod version of the Nick Young shooting the three and doing this shit, turning around. Like nigga, that shit just rimmed out. And now that I see this, it's even worse.
Damn, son.
It's even worse. How many subs this nigga got? I'm about to make a YouTube channel just reacting to all his shit and debunking all that shit, man. No, nigga, you're wrong. I'm about to make a YouTube channel just hating. You're wrong here, you're wrong there, you're wrong everywhere, nigga. Wrong. Nigga, I'm about to just start hating, nigga. For the love.
Oh, man.
For the love.
That's crazy.
Somebody in the comments said the triple threat match could have been a great SummerSlam match. Y'all niggas don't know shit about shit, man. Y'all niggas is straight up retarded.
Yeah.
Shows. Why would you not have the three biggest stars of your company in a match at WrestleMania in the main event?
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody wins. Punk gets his main event. Roman is in the main event. You need Roman. Still one of the hottest things smoking. Seth Rollins, the workhorse of the WWE, the greatest wrestler in the world right now. I'll say it. I'll stand on that. Who's gonna tell me I'm wrong? You? I feel good saying that.
It like you said, those three, like even like I was confused on the story, but it's just like who wouldn't want to see those three in a match? Like
that's what I'm saying is heat. We done seen what Seth Rollins and Roman could do. We done seen what Seth Rollins and CM Punk could do. You tell them you don't want to throw all of them in a match and see what happens? Okay. The three best women on the roster, you're not gonna throw them together and see what happens? All right.
Come on, man.
Nigga want to see singles matches. Nigga want to see 1v1s. Like you can't tell a story, in a 3-way or a 4-way. Like we just seen the Intercontinental Championship match. Heat. That's a 4-way match. You probably hated that shit. They don't got 3 niggas. They got 4. You probably hated that shit. Nigga hate all the good shit. Man, go watch NWA or some shit, my nigga. Go watch that bullshit. Niggas taping in the damn little studio or some shit.
Little studio.
Yeah, anyway, I had to get my shit off real quick.
Nah, I respect it. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Man, how do we even start the show? KP, we can't even play the intro to the show no more. I don't even know how to start the show.
Hi.
I think you started it. We're not starting it with that.
Oh, y'all want to start with me tweaking out? Like,
Sure.
Okay. I don't care. We can.
I told
I'm
you.
just saying we don't have like an intro song or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Well,
Welcome.
Basics. All right, y'all. Well, welcome back to Black Announce Table episode 392. You know what I'm saying? That was just me getting my thoughts and opinions off, my thoughts and views. Yeah. That's about it. That's all I really got for real. You know. Nigga hitting the Randy Orton.
Man.
Manny may or may not be here. He's having technical difficulties with his laptop. What Nas saying that song, 100 gigs on a laptop. Yeah, Manny might have ran out of RAM.
Weak ass top.
Yo.
Come on now, y'all know. Come on now, stop it.
What, person?
No, you know how he get.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Man, thoughts and prayers for the laptop, man, for that Toshiba. I hope it turn on, man.
Toshiba.
They don't even sell Toshiba laptops no more. They only got HP, Acer. That's it. I remember they used to have Dell. They used to have ill colorways too.
Mm-hmm.
Now everything is just silver. It's a Chromebook. What I'm supposed to do with this?
Chromebook. Yeah, man.
Swag my laptop out.
Yeah. That's with the MacBooks too. They just got the black and the silver joints. Like, we ain't getting no colors.
Nah. I mean, they got the iMacs in different colors. I don't know if they still got them in different colors. I'm thinking about getting an iMac too.
Yeah, I want one too.
You feel me? I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but yeah, I'm thinking about getting a little iMac, colorful joint. Yeah. They got to bring back. You remember back in the day, the Mac. This is when kids. This is when Apple went by Macintosh. They had the colorful computers that you could see through. It was like the translucent joints. They need to bring that back.
Fire.
You got to bring back translucent joints. Let me get a translucent iPhone.
Ooh.
I want to see my battery when it breaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See that joint overheating, bleeding, leaking.
On fire.
You feel me?
Speaking of fire, what a weekend.
Yeah. Speaking of fire.
What, it wasn't Heat Rock? You ain't like what you seen?
You said weekend. What did I see? I didn't see much fire on the weekend. Especially on Saturday. On Sunday, I seen some heat. I seen some fire on Sunday.
Man, look. See, y'all already know what we here for, man. We got a lot to break down. Obviously, Mania was this past weekend. We got to discuss. It was just a lot happening. Last week overall was just a whole lot. From the press runs leading up to WrestleMania to WrestleMania night 1 and 2. You can maybe even bring up SmackDown and the Hall of Fame. The announcements that we got, AAA getting acquired, like it was just a whole lot in one weekend. So it is some things that we do got to discuss. It's just a matter of where do we start? Do we go in order?
I do want to say this because on SmackDown, big shout out Carmelo Hayes. You know what I'm saying? Andre the Giant, Battle Royal winner. Salute.
Yeah, Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner. Carmelo.
Gotta show him love.
Friend of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad he won something, man.
Yeah, hopefully that get the ball rolling.
Well, the ball will start rolling once he stopped messing with the Miz. I think the Miz is just a swag, like I don't know. She's just like a swag decreaser. You know what I mean? Like,
so I seen this. They had a picture with Carmelo and the Miz, and then they had a picture with Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman.
I agree with everything you guys have been saying.
Yo, is this your backup Toshiba?
Bro, I held down the button for a minute straight. But yes, Carmelo Hayes, The Miz, everybody, Cody, you were making a great point. Continue, my brother.
But now I seen a picture. They had The Miz and Carmelo Hayes, and then Braun Breaker with Seth Rollins. I'm like, yeah, you feel me? It's y'all should have the same excitement for Carmelo Hayes and his tandem with The Miz. Like, no.
Oh,
Like
man.
I said, the Miz is just a swag decrease. This just sounds like something Fat Joe would say. A decreaser of a swag decreaser. I don't know, bro. The Miz cramp style, man.
I'm gonna tell you what the Miz really be doing, and this is why, shout out to my laptop for finally turning on after fudging 39 minutes or so. It's been a while, but the Miz is gonna teach. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out this unblurring of the camera. But the Miz, what he does is he'll teach you how to just stay at that job. Before the Miz, it was JTG. Mr. Keep a Job. And you'll never learn how to be the best at what you do from the Miz. But you'll learn how to be at that job for a very long time.
I feel like if you in a tag team with the Miz, except for John Morrison, I feel like it's potential for you.
Like Damien Sandow?
Damien Sandow get over by just copying his swag. Like I seen R-Truth come up. Like
you know what was the last thing Damien Sandow was in?
I don't want to know.
He was in that one video where the guy's like, I need 99 burgers, 99 fries, 99. You ever see that video?
I don't know. What's that?
Here we go.
It's from this show on Netflix, where you know how you go to a fast food thing, and the person in front of you pays for you, so now you have to keep the chain going by paying for the person behind you.
Yeah.
So Damien Sandow is an extra in that skit where the guy is like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for the person behind me. And then he drives around in a circle and then goes to the person that just is supposed to pay for the person behind him. And he orders like 99 burgers, 99 fries, 99 sodas and shit like that. So that's the meme that is like, it's a pretty famous meme. Y'all will watch it and laugh, but Damien Sandow is an extra in that video.
So, how long ago was this?
Probably like a couple years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. But I say that to say being in a explaining a skit, number one, the most unfunniest thing. but also Damien Sandow. I'm trying to think of like other, like we can't be like, oh, look at R-Truth, because
Alex Riley.
Wasn't he a substitute teacher?
I think he's back to being a substitute teacher, as a matter of
fact. Or was that Matt Stryker? Bro, the Miz has not made a teammate, like not a teammate, but a tag team partner. Like,
no, he didn't make him, but I'm saying like you team up with the Miz, he's gonna come off on you. It's gonna get something going. Like that's all
for
I'm saying.
Him. Like the only person that does anything is him after that.
Because that's on the lack of talent from his teammate. But Carmelo Hayes, like that could be because he's doing nothing right now. They have him doing absolutely nothing. Pay him with the Miz, get something going, and hopefully this is something for him. He won the Battle Royal. Let's get the ball rolling is what I'm trying to say. That's all.
You know what Carmelo Hayes needs? Trick Williams.
So what about, put him with the Miz as well? Make them a little trio.
You put Seed and now the swag is just decreased.
The swag is gone.
It's Miz, man.
That's how you get them going. You put both of them with the Miz, and then Miz either turns on them or whatever happens, and they become their own thing.
Here's the real thing. The mistake they made was putting him on SmackDown. You feel me? SmackDown is just, first off, niggas do not want to watch SmackDown on a Friday, bro. I'll be honest. 2, the mid-card of SmackDown it might be worse than going to hell, to be honest with you. What I'm gonna do here? Like, you got Shinsuke Nakamura. I can't work with you. You got LA Knight hate, so y'all about to trade between Shinsuke and LA Knight. What I'm gonna do? So now I gotta face Andrade 7 weeks in a row in a best out of 7 and just have fire matches and just hope y'all love me off the strength of that. Cool. All right, now the 7 weeks is up. What I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I got a match with AJ Styles. I break the nigga's foot by accident. My fault.
My fault. It's
You
good.
know what I'm saying? I got a match with Randy Orton. I'm having matches with legends, and you feel me, trying to get my name up. He's moving kind of like a underground rapper right now. So yeah, I'm just trying to get my name out there, OG.
He's the Larry June of wrestling.
Yeah, he on a label. He just trying to get his name out there.
Freelancer. Like, get this.
Word. He just, I don't know. But I think if you went to Raw, like that mid card on Raw is thriving. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really cares about the US Championship. Intercontinental Championship, though, that's all the rage. So we love that.
I mean, we got to give Jacob Fatu a chance, though. He could make us care.
No, I'm saying I do believe he can make us care, but we got to also build up everybody around in that pool also. So how do we do that? You know what I'm saying? Who do we even have to where we got Ray Phoenix? We got who I feel like they might move him to Raw. I don't know. I imagine the draft is coming up soon, but you know they got Ray Phoenix over there. I think him and Ray Phoenix could do something cool. They got all the everybody Latino was on SmackDown. Like that's what I really think the problem is. We just got too many I don't cares on SmackDown. How I'm supposed to thrive here? Shinsuke Nakamura coming out all mysterious. I can't make nothing happen. I can't make nothing jump. Can't make nothing shake over here. LA Knight popping. He lost his championship. Jacob Fatu a heel. I'm a heel. What I'm gonna do? They team me with the Miz. I'm stuck.
Swag.
Hey man. Well, Carmelo Hayes, man. Praying for you, brother.
Salute.
Get well, man.
Do you mean that? Get did you say get well soon?
No, I said get well, man.
Oh, I was about to say, like, he ain't even sick. He got a cold.
Almost said something, but nah. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Melo.
Man, let's get into this. Let's get into this week though.
The press run from hell.
Yeah, man. Where do we begin with that?
All right, so a lot of things it seemed like one thing after the other. You know what I'm saying? Triple H on Andrew Schultz podcast talking about, you know, they bringing up Trump and everything, and he was like, yeah, you know, Trump's a heat magnet, using wrestling terms to describe him and all that.
Swag.
Really a good look, man. But anyways, you got him talking about Trump, Roman Reigns. I don't even know who interviewed Roman Reigns or who asked him, yo, how do you...
Variety.
So Variety asked him about the president or what his views was, I guess.
Listen, man.
Right.
I think we all owe Malcolm an apology.
We'll start with you.
Listen, Malcolm, my fault. This whole time I was like, yo, we got to let the journalists be the journalists. Let them ask the questions. Let them ask serious questions. And this whole time, I didn't know it was going to get that serious. So with that being said, Malcolm, I'm sorry. Waffle House is still trash. Stupid ass question, but I apologize. You know, it's way better than asking all of these professional wrestlers their views on politics for whatever reason, and them giving an answer, and them thinking that their answers make any sense. So, you know, my bad, my fault. That one's on me.
Cody, your turn.
I'm not apologizing. Stop asking that, bro.
My fault, OG.
Look at who your OG is.
Waffle House Malcolm.
Yo, what blows mine is like, what's the middle ground? You feel me? Because you got Malcolm asking for Waffle House orders. You got Variety and Andrew Schultz asking about Trump. I don't even know. I don't remember how the Trump conversation even like came to be. Because I remember I listened to that pod, but that was like the only part I missed. Maybe I skipped it on purpose. I don't remember. And then Andreas is asking questions to John Cena at the presser. And John Cena's like, that's a clickbait question. When the question was simply like, you know, like, what are you going to do next or whatever, or something like that. It was like a very That's the question you're supposed to ask in that moment.
Mm.
And John Cena's over here like, that's a clickbait question. I'm not going to answer that.
John was in character. He did that to every question he was asked.
Yeah, but the problem is he tried to have his Marshawn Lynch moment, but like by answering, if he would have just said no comment to every single question, that's fire. As opposed to, that's a clickbait question. I see what you're trying to do. When the question is, so what's next for you? Because you said that you're going to ruin professional wrestling. Like, it's not a clickbait question. It's, you said you were going to do this. How are you going to do that? Are you going to leave? Like, so, and then I feel like everybody in the company last week, they got all the people who are in power. And from what we've seen, it's Ari Emanuel, Nick Khan, and Triple H. And they said, hey guys, so we're going to put out this documentary on Netflix. And it's going to basically break down the things that happen within the business. It's going to show you, you know how like the WWE docs would still be a little kayfabe?
His boy going through the topics, boy, but go ahead.
No, but I'm not going to talk about what it actually is, but I'm saying, you know, they have like these docs, and we're going to show you exactly how we come up with every single thing. So now we're in an era of wrestling where kayfabe is not even remotely close to being a thing anymore. So in our interviews, let's give them that realism to explain to everybody who might not be in like care about kayfabe, and give them exact answers to everything we're doing. Because The Rock did it on Pat McAfee, Triple H did it, Nick Khan did it a little bit with Bill Simmons. He did it a bit with Bill Simmons. I don't know if you guys caught that interview. It was an interview that Bill Simmons added to the end of a NBA playoff prediction podcast episode. Just threw it in for the last 20 minutes. And, you know, I listen to Bill Simmons before I go to sleep because he has a great podcast to go to sleep to. Shit's boring as hell. So I heard Nick Khan being at the end of it. I was like, oh, nice. So I'm saying all that to say all of the people that have power in the WWE are doing all these interviews, and they're saying a lot. We've never heard any of this being said before at all from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Even like, you know, Jim Cornette doesn't even go this crazy with revealing the business and everything like that. But now we're in an era where we're going to tell you every single thing because that's how smart we think you guys are. And now it's showing.
Real talk.
I forgot what we was even about to talk about.
Same, I'm not gonna.
Yes, I agree.
The press run and WWE show.
There we go. We cooked that low key when you think about it.
Yeah, the press run was crazy, bro. Y'all doing. Here's my thing. I seen a lot of people online talking about, yo, this Roman, I can't support you no more. This, I can't believe Roman's MAGA. He voted for Trump, bro. First off, he's half Italian. That shouldn't surprise you. Secondly, he's rich. I don't know anybody that's rich. Just assume where their morals lie. You feel me? And three, I say this all the time. Y'all shouldn't be letting nobody sway your opinions on nothing anyway. I really don't care. That got nothing to do with me, bro. I watch you for one thing and one thing only. Pick somebody up and slam them down. Also, what do I look like listening to somebody and valuing somebody's views who gets slammed on their neck and head 300 times a year?
So I'm gonna give a little bit of pushback on that though, because all right, we to be fair, I understand that more. I think that most groups in sports, like baseball fans, they're not really gonna care. The vast majority are not gonna care about, you know, the players' politics in the sport. NFL fans, for 100%, do not care. They're actually going to be more mad if you vote Democrat. UFC fans, same thing. They have Donald Trump at all the events. Hockey fans, I don't even know what I think they have, like, I don't even know what hockey players do. But WWE fans, I feel like because of the type of person that's a wrestling fan, more liberal leaning, and their core values, they just can't align with somebody like a Donald Trump, which I completely understand. I don't like Trump either, to be honest.
I get that too.
But so now when your favorite person who you ride with, you supported through everything, even though a lot of wrestling fans didn't support Roman, but after a while, obviously, everybody came through. When they come out and say, yeah, I respect our president and I support him, blah, blah, blah. It's more so a slap in the face because you have so many different communities within the wrestling community that can't, stand for somebody who supports, somebody who wants to take away most of the rights of, people in the wrestling community, like yourself, Eve, your
I
community.
get that, bro, and trust me, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, brother. These people literally. I'm trying to say this as nicely as possible. Like I said, you getting slammed on your neck and head 300 times a year. I don't think that everything is tight up here. You know what I'm saying? That's for one. And two, wrestling is filled with some of the worst niggas of all time. This nigga's beating their wives. This nigga's killing people. Is murderers, racists, all types of people in wrestling, bro. Like, let's be real, son.
But one thing that I find funny though is, remember, like, Big Cass wasn't like the whole main reason why he was like fired, or like the story that came out about how he got fired was because he was like a big MAGA guy and nobody really liked him backstage or anything like that. I feel like that was the story that came out, and Roman didn't like him because he kept talking about politics and shit.
I don't know. I thought he was just garbage.
No, I thought because he went off script when he was feuding with Daniel Bryan, and it was something with that.
Yeah, he got fired because he went off script, and Vince was like, fired him as soon as he got back.
I remember.
Manny, you're talking about. Damn, his name escapes me. It is a guy. You're on the right path. It wasn't Cass though.
Jackson.
Was it?
There you go.
Who
That's
was
your
it?
man's, Cody.
Yeah, it is my man's.
Yeah,
Who was it?
Jackson Riker.
Jackson.
Yes, Jackson Riker. I forget, it was Jackson Riker, where he was like a big like military guy, but all he did was talking about Trump and support Trump and all this stuff. And the WWE was like, whoa.
He did that at the time that, first off, it was the pandemic. Niggas was getting, George Floyd had just got killed. They had came out with that. You feel me? It was just real like, yo, right now ain't the time for all of this, bro.
It's the same Trump. He might be even worse.
It is, but I'm just saying, at the time, niggas, you couldn't go outside. We watching verses on my phone and all that. It was just scary, bro. It was like, yeah, right now ain't the time for all this, man. Just
it's the same dude.
It is the same dude. I agree with you. I'm just saying.
The whole time Roman was like, we should oh, come on. We weren't even mentioning that. We just said the word, man. And we were just describing this. YouTube is annoying. We got to move to Twitch. This is the last YouTube episode. I've had enough. But that means Roman was looking at what Jackson Riker was doing, and he was like, damn, he kind of spitting though.
Low key, this nigga's so.
Why is he not the champion?
It's wild. He slid him a note in the locker room like, yo, vote for that nigga too.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny though, like Roman being a Trump supporter.
I could tell by the teeth. When you get the extra large teeth, that's an indicator.
But it just shows how like funny this country can be. And I'm not gonna make this a political episode, but if you battle cancer, I'm not gonna support the dude who's cutting the funding for cancer research. Does that? No, am I wrong?
Man,
I'm not even talking politics.
Man, Roman,
it's just logic at this point.
It is. But like I said, man, people that's rich just kind of assume where their morals and values lie, man. and don't think that you got to support. Like, I don't know, just don't let what other people is doing sway what you trying to, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, or influence what you trying to do. You feel me? These niggas shouldn't be influencing you anyways.
Yeah,
You
like
grown
look
as
at
hell.
Kanye and his cousin.
You 30 plus years old. You letting another man influence you? Come on, man. I'm gaslighting our whole audience.
Yeah, yo, buy our t-shirts, by the way, on sale now. I can't afford one right now. That's why I'm in this tank top.
That's
If
a
y'all gonna
wild.
buy a shirt.
That's a wild timing for the plug right there. But appreciate it.
But anyways, all of that aside, we got Triple H on shows and podcasts. Cena saying, "Yo, I love Vince." Triple H being like, "Yo, man, I'm tired of the internet wrestling community. I hate y'all. Y'all need to shut up and just enjoy what I put out there for y'all to watch."
Now look, I see nothing wrong with those two things at all.
All right. Now this brings us into WrestleMania. Matter of fact, this brings us to SmackDown on Friday night. Cool. All right, Triple H, you got it. You want us to shut up and just watch the program? Cool. We watching, Friday night SmackDown. We getting some cool things. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo Hayes wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Cool. He does the pose with it. Swag. We getting the Street Profits. You feel we already talked about it last week. Hey man, Street Profits, you're not gonna be on the main card. You're gonna go on, Friday before Mania. All right. The match happens. It ends in a no contest. And they say, yo, instead Randy Orton don't got an opponent. We could just swap y'all out and put, in place of Randy Orton, we could put your match there. Or you can have a rematch with all three of y'all next week on SmackDown.
And the TLC at that.
And Triple H wanted us to do this. Thank you, Triple H. Bro. You left off a ladder match, a TLC triple threat to give us Randy Orton and Joe Hendry.
That's what y'all wanted.
That match wasn't even that long though. Come on. We can't act like oh they could have used that same time for a TLC match.
It wasn't even supposed to be a TLC. It's a TLC because the niggas ruined it.
No, but I'm saying even if they how long did Randy Orton KP, can you look this up please? How long was the Randy Orton and Joe Hendry match?
Let's
say the segment itself went like 12 minutes.
The segment, yeah, it's because it was more of a segment than just a match. The match went 3 minutes, but the extras and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like now imagine that with 6 people.
I feel like they did it. Was it last year or the year before where they had a tag team scramble match and it was heat. That was when Angelo Dawkins trucked Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You feel me? So it's not like they can't do it. Also, y'all got the New Day on here. No offense to the New Day, but y'all barely built them up. We've been the most built tag team or tag division. You feel me? If anything, we should be on the main card. They should be on Raw. But all right, you want to move us to SmackDown? Cool.
Look, go ahead.
Them having to explain why to Cameron and Mace was hilarious.
The way that tag division built up, no tag team matches should have been on that Mania.
Oh man, we're gonna talk about the Bacon Lynch and all that, but
I feel
so we get there. Now we spoke about night one already on YouTube. If y'all didn't see the night one pre-show that we did, it's up online. You feel me? Go check it out. We broke everything down for night one. What grade would I give night one? I'll probably give the main event kind of saved night one for me. So I'll give night one a B. You know what I'm saying? Solid.
Generous.
Night two, you said you can't respect it? Shit, what would you give night one?
Oh no, I said generous man. You're a generous man.
No, I'm saying, what would night one be? I think B is a fair grade.
Let me take a look at this card real quick. I give it a C+.
Yeah, I'll give it a B minus.
I feel like we within range. So the average would be a B minus then. If
Yeah.
you got a C plus and I got a B, we landed at B minus, which is solid. You know what I'm saying?
We generous.
For WrestleMania, I mean, yeah, for a night one of a Mania, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? It brings us to night two, and I mean, now we could break down night two if you want to. Night two, what do we start with? The women.
Banger. Oh, wrong banger.
Women, my fault. My bad.
There we go.
Now, some people said they didn't want to see this match.
He started with that.
Those people are wrong. You know what I'm saying? This match set the tone. You feel me? The same way we ended the show on night one with some heat, we got to start with some heat. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Night two was going good up until like maybe AJ.
What?
Thank you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bro.
Night two was solid. It was going good up until like the AJ Styles match kind of slowed everything down.
What was wrong with the AJ Styles match?
It was dirt.
I don't think it was dirt.
He was in it. That was the problem.
All right, see y'all now need to relax.
I don't like the match. I thought the match was fine. I'm not gonna hold y'all.
Hold on. I mean, we're gonna get there. So we have a banger with the ladies.
5-star match, by the way. 5 stars.
Agreed.
Absolutely. So we got a 5-star match with the ladies. Then I think the match after that was Drew McIntyre.
Fire.
Heat.
Yeah.
Then I'll
give that star like a 3.5 or 4.
The Drew McIntyre?
Yeah. I thought it was a cool match. It's not like a match, you revisit and go, nah. What you gotta do is check it. I thought it was like, a solid, good match for what it was.
Was it good or fire?
Solid.
That
It's in the middle.
Wait.
In the middle. Look, so this is fire.
Good?
This is fire. This is good. It's right here.
So it was heat.
It's solid. It's solid as a rock. It wasn't heat. It was not. I like the table spot where he just got kicked off the thing right through the tables.
Yeah, that was fire. And the finish. I like the finish too.
Yeah. The finish was good.
Finish was cool. It was a good match, man. You know what I'm saying? These two, for 2 horses, 2 big dudes, they doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. Drew McIntyre jumping out the ring like he Penta, tweaking out. You know what I'm saying? Like this match, it had enough violence, had enough actual wrestling. It told the story from last year. Drew McIntyre getting his lick back and everything. So I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Then we had a 4-way, a banger. I enjoyed this match.
I love this match.
So far we 3 for 3.
I even loved when Dominic ran back, where he, the thing was over, and then he was like, you know what? Actually, hold on. Ran all the way back into the ring, celebrated a little bit more. Like, I've never seen somebody go from that hated to that beloved, where the entire arena is just cheering and chanting and going crazy for the Dominic win.
I seen this match. By the way, the match was fire. But after Dominic picked up that victory, I just thought about him debuting on WWE television and seeing how bland his character was. Like, it was just like right after that, I just seen like, dang, he came from this, and like now look at him, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was just amazing to see, man. And Dominic is killing it, man. This match was fire too.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I'm glad he found it. Sometimes, it takes people years to find their character and to develop it. He was able to find his. I don't want to hate, even though you feel me, he's just ripping off the Eddie Guerrero thing. You know what I'm saying? He following the steps.
Come on.
What it is, you know what I'm saying? But I do enjoy his character, and I think he has grown a lot. He's gotten better as a wrestler too. I used to call him the arm drag master because all he used to do was arm drag and set people up for 619s. He doing stuff now. You know what I'm saying? So I can't hate.
After hating,
no, I'm not hating at all. I love him.
He just said he's stealing from Ed. I don't even. To be honest, I don't even think Eddie could have done what Dominic did. I think what Dominic did is way harder than anything Eddie had to do, if we're being honest. From being Rey Mysterio's son Imagine if Lil Wayne's son was the next, Young Thug or Gunna, and he's making bangers after bangers after bang. You know how hard that is to do?
Different game, man.
Lil Romeo can't even do it. But I'm saying, like, for somebody who, look, Vladdy has 1 home run this year. You feel me?
That's crazy.
He just signed for 500 M's, by the way. But to be like an icon, somebody who was as beloved as Ray, and then they try the tag team thing, it's whatever, and then he turns heel on his own dad and develops into the most dastardly character on the. I would put Dom as like top 3 heels in the company for the past like 2 years, 3 years, 3 years now actually. And for him to develop as the way that he has, that's hard as hell. Because think about how many heels we have in the company that can be this hated. Can we name 3 that's better than Dom?
No.
And now can we name 1 that could be cheered like Dom after winning that match?
A face? Or a heel
a heel that could be cheered to win the same way that Dom was. It's not happening. I think John Cena would be the only person you could really classify.
I mean, I wanted to say John, but that's a story in and of itself.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But yeah, after this Fatal 4-Way, it was the Randy Orton segment. Randy Orton's like, yo, it's my 20th WrestleMania. Y'all can't do me like I need to face somebody. Who comes out? Joe Hendry. Now, if I was Randy Orton, I would have walked the fuck out. Excuse my French, KP. I'm sorry. But if I was Randy Orton, ain't no way y'all serve me up. And yo, and this right here, I was talking about, shout out to my boy Dev, man. We was talking, he was like, yo, you could see the difference between WWE people and TNA people just standing side by side. Like, Randy Orton, super cock diesel. Is this the drop? Hold on, where the drop at? That wasn't it. Super cock diesel. You got Randy Orton super yoked, mad tall, and then Joe Hendry just there looking mad regular. Championship. Randy Orton looking at his championship in disgust. It's like, yo, what is this? I never seen a Gucci belt like this before. This crazy.
Yo.
Wow, bro. He faces Joe Hendry. They have a little 3-minute match. There was rumors that Jeff Hardy was supposed to be who Randy Orton was like could have faced or something like that. Even that, I'm not sure if I wanted to see that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Randy could have just sat this one out. It's okay. Come back next year. Next year, guess what, Randy? You talking about, yo, this is my 20th Mania? If you sit this one out, next year could still be your 20th Mania. Yo,
I ain't even do the math, my G.
Come on, man. Y'all not thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he could have sat this one out. We could have got something else. All right. After that, we get the AJ Styles match. Now this is with night 2.
Wait. Hold on. So you told wait before we just move on from there. Hold on. So wait, you already. If Randy had to face someone in your book, I know you could have just sat out in your opinion, but do you think Joe Hendry was the right opponent? Like, if you had, like, all right, Randy's definitely having a match this year. Do you think Joe Hendry was the right pick?
I feel like there's other people they could have called within the company before they called Joe Hendry. Now, I'll get Joe Hendry, like, he got a pop. You feel me? The people love Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused. I believe in Joe Hendry, too. But not for Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, it just don't add up for me. The math, you remember that on SpongeBob where it was like the starfish math? It was like sponge plus starfish equals question mark. Like, that's what it is for me. Yeah. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, my brain can't even compute Joe Hendry versus Randy Orton.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Randy deserved better. I seen that. I'm like, Randy, this wasn't it. Like, people was hype. Oh, I'm like, fam, if you paid attention to the show, Randy coming back, he missed 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to get his big moment, beating up KO. Like, and now look what he doing. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't rolling.
I wasn't rolling either. And like I said, no offense to Joe Hendry. I rock with Joe Hendry. I just not for Randy. You know what I'm saying? Was it a cool moment? Did we get a nice little WrestleMania moment? Sure.
He did.
As far as the match goes, and Randy I need a match. Nah, we could have got something else. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. And y'all could have had him facing Cross. Cross was there complaining the whole weekend. He spent the whole weekend mad. Everything I seen with Killer Cross, he was pissed off all weekend.
But that was part of his story with AJ Styles.
Is it part of the story? Did you see the thing with him and Sam Roberts?
Yeah, but that was during the Hall of Fame.
Real to me.
No, that was after the match.
Oh yeah, that was where it was like backstage with like the tops thing or whatever. They had like, I thought that was just him mad, for storyline purposes, because he was like, "Oh, I told AJ, this is the one time you don't need to be the good guy. You gotta, stoop down to his level, blah, blah, blah." But
now you didn't see the whole thing. But at the end, he was like, "Yo, y'all." He was basically saying like, "Yo, I'm over here giving y'all great things and y'all not using it. Y'all over here cutting my segments down into little nothings, and I'm here and y'all could use me in bigger things." Like he was basically saying like, "Yo, I could be a bigger player, and y'all over here BSing." And he basically,
I didn't see. I missed that part then.
Yeah, he went crazy at the end.
Yeah, he was tweaking. And shorty was like, "Yo, I think we about to get fired because you."
Yeah.
Listen, maybe did y'all talk about Bayley, or are we going to talk about Bayley?
I didn't see I only seen the one clip. I didn't see the whole interview. I kind of want to watch the whole thing before I talk about it.
She it wasn't anything crazy. She basically said how she keeps basically getting overlooked in a sense, and like, repurposed and rebooked for different things. And then maybe her demeanor, because she's not one of those types to knock down doors and yell at people and fight for her position. She'll just sit there and go, "All right, if that's what you guys think is the best thing, then all right, we're good." And that's why, Bayley has been, removed from some of these programs and feuds and all these things with no real explanation.
It sounds like Bayley need to stand up for herself.
She said it. She said it herself. She was like, maybe, I do need to start knocking some doors down, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, well, yeah, Bayley. That's
Ben did that.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why it takes you 15 years to realize that, but okay.
It might be too late for you now. Because if we think about the 4 horsewomen, like the 3 of them got spines. You know what I'm saying? Sasha done walked out. Charlotte Flair, you already know. I'm not going for none of that. You telling me I got to face who? They got a championship? No, I'm not working with them. Next, Becky Lynch, same thing. It's like, yo, I think Becky Lynch might be a little better. I know the discourse talking about, yo, Becky's the new Hogan. Relax. Let's pump the brakes, KP.
Y'all gonna go through every time. Like, y'all
be nice like that.
Stuff I want to give opinions.
No, we're gonna get to it. I'm just saying it right now, but y'all gotta take it easy. As far as the other 3 horsewomen, I think they all kind of stand on business. Bayley, you need to take a note and start standing on business as well. But I also feel like as a vet and as a horsewoman, it's like, yo, I done put in enough work where y'all should. Why would y'all even bring this to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should have a little bit more respect for me also than to be, you feel me, swapping me out and doing shit like that. So it's just a 2-way street. But yeah. AJ Styles killed the whole vibe. Cody, your thoughts? You said the match was trash.
I did. I wouldn't call it trash, but this match went 18 minutes.
It's about 4 minutes too long. Might be 5 minutes too long.
Felt every bit of it, the 18 minutes it went on for. And it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was like bad. It just did nothing to get anyone's attention. It was just like there. It was just like, oh, they here wrestling.
Yeah, nah, that match, like I said, it was compared to compared to like the first three matches, the triple threat, the 4-way, and the Priest and McIntyre match. This one felt off. Like
Mhm.
the other three felt like, yo, there's chemistry, the matches are flowing. Whereas this match, it wasn't bad, but it felt like kind of like the Naomi match, where I said what it felt like they was kind of counting steps. It's like, yo, I'm gonna do this, now you do this. Like it felt like a little too choreographed for me. You know what I'm saying?
Like this match is like the only match on the card that we got nothing from.
Yeah.
Like the Joe Hendry and Randy Orton, that was a surprise. We get a Joe Hendry at Mania. Like even the following match, the women's tag team match, we get a returning Becky Lynch. It's just like this match, we just got Logan Paul and AJ Styles match, y'all. Just there. Just
How would y'all feel if Randy Orton interjected himself into this match and it turned into a 3-way?
no.
No, that I think that would be terrible. I'm not even gonna hold you. I thought this match was fine. I like this match.
It was like I said, it was a good match. It just, to me, it didn't hold up to like the other three. Like the other three before it was some pressure.
Mm.
And then this one, it just felt a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? And even if Randy did interject himself, right now I'm just fantasy booking. I don't think it would have been too off because him and Logan Paul had a little, you know what I'm saying? They had their run-ins,
I just don't like WrestleMania as a spot to like start
new storylines.
new storylines.
I feel like Triple H feels the opposite. Like, Triple H loved that. But yeah, AJ and what's her name? Logan Paul. Decent, bro. Like it kind of. If you wanted to go to the bathroom during this match, go get Chinese food or something. I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised Logan got the victory.
I ain't surprised at that.
I was also surprised because usually I'm expecting the person who catches the one up every single week leading into something to, all right, I figured you out now, so I can now beat you. And no, AJ Styles apparently did not learn anything.
Oh, so it was the same thing for Naomi, bro. This is just the male version of the Naomi and Jade match. You feel me? Jade was beating Naomi down for weeks. And we was like, man, at some point, Naomi got to get the win. Nope. That point never came.
Dirt.
You know what I'm saying? But I think we about to get Cross and AJ. I think that might turn into something. So we're gonna see.
And yo, shout out to Cross. Don't you might be feeling yourself a little bit, my G, because this is the first time you've been hot since you came back to the company, OG. Like, calm it down a little bit. Like, we see you out here, but chill. You know?
But you know, I'm not even mad at it, bro. Because I think about it. When he first showed up, and Vince had him in that leather thong and the red and the gimp mask and all that, had him freaked out.
Yeah.
Then they fired him. He came back with like 6 people. He got the what's my boys?
AOP.
Yeah, they got AOP, Ellering, his shorty,
who says and does nothing at all.
Bro, so you just around mad people, they all get released. So it's like, bro, I kind of appreciate the fact that he at least speaking up. He trying to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could just be sitting in the back floundering, doing nothing, but he's actually trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I actually respect this. I do want to see if they do something with him. I kind of want them to do something with him now. I'd rather see him in that spot in that mid card spot, United States Championship spot, than Shinsuke.
Oh, for sure.
Or LA Knight. Let LA Knight move up, do something else. You know what I'm saying? But come on, bro. Let's utilize the people we got.
For sure.
But yeah, and so night 2, it brings us to the main event.
Nope.
Oh, there was something else?
Women's tag team match.
Oh, you're right. I forgot all about that.
Eve.
My fault, ladies. My fault. Yeah. Women's tag team match. We literally just spoke about Bayley. My bad. So Bayley gets beat up the day before. I don't know if y'all seen the segment, but you could tell by the segment she wasn't even feeling this. Like they ran back. She just here like, damn, my arm hurt, y'all. I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't even trying to play it off any kind of way. So Adam Pearce is like, yo, you gotta find a new partner within 24 hours. We all kind of knew what this was. You know what I'm saying? We know who she's gonna find.
So
Becky Lynch.
wait, so they ain't do no testing on her or nothing. He's just like, yo, fam, oh word, you ain't gonna be cleared. Like she could have.
Bailey's like, no, I'm good. It just hurts a little bit. I swear.
Yeah,
like, nah, it don't look good to me. Yo, go ahead, find somebody new right away, bro. I did feel bad for Bayley when that happened. I ain't gonna lie.
really?
A little bit, because you made it all the way here. Like I could have stayed home. You feel me? Y'all brought me all the way out here to fake that I'm hurt. Till now, I don't even got to wrestle no more. Like, bro, I could have been at the crib chilling.
They ain't staying at no crib. Everybody's doing a meet and greet, autograph signing, promo somewhere.
You're right.
They doing everything but getting interviewed over here, apparently.
I could have been at the Bellagio. You know what I'm saying, man? Instead, you got me over here.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of bubble, y'all going to the casino on Friday, fellas? If y'all want to pull up, let me know. You feel me? Bubble craps. I'm about to go stupid. I'm about to turn 100 into 11,000, bro.
You know how to do it. You know how to play now.
Yeah, I learned.
Yo, shout out to Bluff. I've been watching his videos. One of the best content creators out there.
Real talk.
He makes me feel confident that anytime I walk into a casino, it's my day.
Or bubble craps. If y'all don't know, tap in.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's Vegas.
Becky Lynch pulls up. She's the new partner for Lyra Valkyria. Cool. Have a solid match. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they have a solid match. They win the women's tag team championships.
Shocker.
Nah, that wasn't a shocker to me. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it kind of. Nah, it wasn't a shock because they won them back the next day.
Like, y'all knew Bayley. I mean, Becky was gonna come back at Mania.
I knew she.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna come back when Bayley like did that, when they had that whole thing like, yo,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, Becky's coming.
I wasn't even thinking about Becky that whole time.
Cause like, who else would it have been?
Yeah, Manny, I'm curious to know now. Since you wasn't like, where was your head at? Who was you thinking was gonna join them?
No, I don't know. I don't know who I thought it would have been. Maybe like a Nia. I kept hearing like Nia or something like that.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, whatever. I don't care. But then it was Becky, and I was like, oh, wow, nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wasn't thinking Becky that whole time.
They did all of that just to break them up. The tag team of Birdman. It was Birdman. That was the tag team.
That's pretty funny. Aren't they both from like the same country or something?
Yeah.
And they both from Africa. Chill out. Not too much on me. Nah, they both from Ireland.
Nah, that's actually for Cody. I don't got the Cody strikeout graphic yet, so that's just for you, buddy.
You don't like the Birdman? You don't like that?
Birdman is funny. I like Birdman. That's not a strike to me.
Come on, man. You just mad that she went to NXT and put over an NXT person, which Charlotte hasn't, but you know, but Becky is Becky Hogan though. It's cool.
Didn't Charlotte go to NXT and face Rhea?
Did she do the job?
Brother, I am the job.
Oh, okay.
Did she do the job? Imagine Charlotte Flair going back to NXT and staring at the lights 1, 2, 3.
Exactly. Imagine
get out of it, bro. That don't even make sense.
Exactly.
You think Ric Flair? Imagine Ric Flair putting on a G-Shock. You think Ric Flair is putting on a G-Shock?
Come on now.
Think Charlotte about to face Xia Li and Indy Hartwell and try to get them to rub?
Out of your mind.
Man said Indy Hartwell.
Like these bitches not even on the roster no more. Like, but all right. See,
hold on. I feel like Charlotte did face some of these girls now. Oh, you just You throwing dirt on Charlotte name that don't need to be thrown.
I respect Charlotte, to be honest. I
That
like
don't
his
need
swag.
to be thrown. You seen you seen this build up to WrestleMania, and now it don't need to be thrown. All right,
I mean that wasn't.
She is.
Come on, man. That wasn't Charlotte's fault.
All right, but like we said, we here WrestleMania. But yeah, that was that RP Birdman.
But yeah, so after the ladies, we had the main event. Oh, Lord have mercy.
About it. Where my drop?
I really don't even know what to say about this. I know people online. I don't know. I feel like it's 50-50. People's like, yo, I don't know why y'all are upset. Y'all wanted this. Y'all wanted 17, right? Yeah, we did. I wanted 17.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I was down with Hill Cena. Now let me make this clear. I don't mind Cena winning. That's fine. I just don't like y'all building up Cena versus Cody and the match being that ass. You know what I'm saying? Now if the match was anything but what we got, if it was halfway decent, I'd be okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing Cena working like he in the NWA. He doing double axe handles off the second rope. He doing big boots. The brother don't even wear boots. He wearing sneakers doing big boots. Yo, I'm over here losing my mind. So I'm fake falling asleep. I'm like, yo, I gotta stay up. I gotta see what happens. Cena gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do something. Bro, Travis Scott comes out. He walking mad slow. Like it's he doing something. Like, bro, get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like Cody just looking at him. Cody don't even, bro, like the whole thing, like everything pissed me off, son. And the thing that pissed me off the most is them doing the little back and forth, the tug of war. When they did that, I was like, man, pack me up, bro. I'm ready. I'm going home, man. I'm already at the crib. I'm going home, man.
They did the tug of war. Cody got the belt and act like he was about to hit him. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, no, I can't do it. He down and then got kicked right in his. I'm like, yo, you know how that's the part that made me the most tight. Like I'm all leading up to this. I'm like, yeah, this is trash. This is bad. But then once that happened, I got so tight, bro. I was like, yo, you have Cody Rhodes, quarterback, so he calls himself, of the company, looking like a complete idiot, yo. This was bad, bro.
I 100% agree, fam. I was sitting there, and I'm like, we all know that Cena likes to call his spots or whatever, and I don't know if it's because he likes to get a feel for the crowd, so that's why he calls it in the moment or whatever. But like, I also feel like calling your spots leads to you not being able to do everything you can do, because you have about 2 seconds from calling the spot to doing the spot for it to be done, smooth. So how are you supposed to do a complex, type of move when, you're moving that fast and stuff like that, which is what leads to, big boot, axe handle off the second rope, shoot me off the ropes, duck, you're doing remedial moves or whatever. And I'm not looking for John Cena and Cody Rhodes to give me Kenny Omega New Japan Classic. But also it's like I'm watching it, I'm like, whatever. And you're telling me Travis Scott couldn't have come out during the entrances, like with John Cena? He still had that way. It makes sense that he's walking down the ramp, at a snail's pace, having an actual WrestleMania entrance, when he could have just had that coming out with Cena and then interrupting the match and everything like that. And having, Travis Scott act like a dastardly type of henchman or something like that. But for all of that to happen, I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then for it to, like you guys said, with the tug of war, and they're overacting, so it's like, oh.
Yeah,
It's like,
bro, they lost me with that, bro.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, come on, guys, what are we doing here? It was it was like if South Park was making fun of a WWE match, that's what it would have been. Like dead ass, the interference happening, and the dude Travis Scott just, and then when he goes to slap, he went too fast, so he had to hold his hand over here for Cody to grab it, and now he's like, I'm like, what are we doing, guys?
And like I had seen, like, big shouts out to Armand. Like I had seen the tweet Armand said. He said, yo, y'all acting like the match wasn't 4 stars before Travis came. I'm like, I almost jumped up like Eve when niggas said the Good Brothers deserve better. I almost jumped in my phone. I'm like, yo, what match you watching? What match was this? I seen that. I'm like, bro, hold on.
You must be going blind.
Yeah.
Lost me with that one. This match was garbage from start to finish.
Yeah. And there's only one person to blame.
Triple H.
Oh, I was waiting for you guys to say who that person was, but
You gotta blame The Rock, man. I'm blaming The Rock for this.
what?
People were expecting The Rock. People were expecting an explanation. People were expecting something from The Rock in some type of way, form, fashion. Nothing. Even if the match was trash, everybody still thought, yo, maybe The Rock gonna come out on Monday. Maybe The Rock gonna come out at the end. No Rock. What do we get? The Rock on Pat McAfee.
So can I let me just explain that though, and like why I think The Rock on Pat McAfee today was solely because he was like, yo, y'all niggas stay in my DMs and y'all pissing me off. I'm trying to promote my fucking Papa Tui or whatever it's called, and y'all won't shut up about this damn wrestling shit. I don't care. Because what he said was, yo, I told Nick Khan, Triple H, Ari Emanuel, when you guys need me, call me and I'll try to make it happen. But The Rock ain't never say, yo, I'm ready to work on a part-time schedule. I'm ready to do all of that. He was like, yo, fam, they called me for Elimination Chamber and they said, listen, we're trying to move a little more tickets. Can you pull up? He said, bet, I'll pull up. Just let me know what I got to do. I'll do it. And he said every now and again, I'll call Triple H and pitch some stuff. Like one of the things he pitched, I think was Cody Rhodes, planting the seeds to turn Cody Rhodes heel. And he was like, they weren't interested in that direction. They gave him something else, and that's what happened. So The Rock ain't got nothing to blame. I think he has all of this power in name. Not really. He doesn't even have any say-so power because obviously they're not doing anything that he says. But he comes with ideas every now and again.
I think you love The Rock, so you're protecting The Rock.
Well, I'm not.
I also think the Rock also said in that interview, he was like, "Yo, I just don't want to overextend myself and overbook myself. I got other priorities." So to me, if you know you got other priorities, brother, don't even put, because you know it's WrestleMania season.
But he said he told them, call me if you need me for Mania, and they never called him.
Even then, I feel like The Rock, I feel like this is him scapegoating them. Because why are you interjecting? Because I said it on here before, bro. The Rock loves attention. The Rock come out drunk. Why are you on NXT? For what? You talking for no reason. You just here talking, yapping.
So you don't think they called him for that? That was 100%. Yo, we're trying to promote NXT. We got to get it off the ground. Pull up. I'm 100% certain that's what happened.
Off the ground.
NXT off the bro. The NXT don't need to go nowhere.
Yes,
They
it
cool
did.
where
What do
they
you
at.
mean? No, they were not. NXT was not cool where they were. They
Bro.
literally every week they were doing something else to try to beat AEW's numbers.
So
Manny is right.
they don't need to call The Rock for NXT.
Yes,
bro.
they
But The
do.
Rock was already in town. Like he had done like the last 3. He did like he did SmackDown. He did that pay-per-view, Raw, and it was like, all right, I guess I'll pull up at NXT since we're launching on a brand new network.
Just like when they brought out The Undertaker randomly. And who else did they bring out with The Undertaker? Wasn't it like John Cena or something?
John Cena, Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that was when they stacked the card like
Rhodes.
last summer or something.
That's what
They was moving the CW, so they wanted to raise that stock price, get the best deal possible. Rock, we need you.
Exactly.
$30 million man, we need you.
They was already on CW for like 4 months.
These
that's
are the phone calls that are being made when they're like, yo, fam, we need these numbers. We can't be worse than AEW.
The Rock just wanted to see his daughter. That's it.
That's not what happened. I'm telling you, that's not what happened. I know we'll one day we'll talk to somebody important. I don't know if we'll just be in the same room as them. Hopefully, during SummerSlam when it's in New York, and they're gonna be like, we called The Rock because we wanted these numbers to be higher than AEW.
Matter of fact, SummerSlam's in Jersey. We'll be there. We'll be in the newsroom. We'll ask The Rock because I feel like The Rock gonna be at SummerSlam. Why wouldn't he be in New York?
But I'm telling for a 100% fact, it was not The Rock was like, yo, I need to be in NXT. It wasn't that. It was them going, yo, we need to show that NXT, anybody could be there. Because that's like saying, why would John Cena be at NXT or The Undertaker? They want to be seen. No, go to Raw for that if you want to be seen.
He wanted to see his daughter. That's
I don't even believe that.
Come on, man.
Let's see his daughter in a minute.
Nas Reed has 0 points.
Can I add a different perspective very quick?
Sure.
What if? So in a group chat, I asked, is Triple H Rock's boss, or is it the other way around? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Manny, you said, of course we know Ari is the boss, but like, who is the boss? Who's running things at WWE?
It's from what everybody says, Nick Khan and Triple H are like this, but Nick Khan is the final decision maker. Then it's Triple H who basically, like, there is no owner of the WWE. Ari would be the owner of the WWE. And under Ari would be Triple H and Nick Khan because they work in unison. And The Rock is just somebody who has a share in the company. He's nobody's boss. It's not even like he owns a majority or anything like that. He owns probably, I think the number was like 15, 20% or something like that.
Swag.
So he owns a good amount. I'm not saying that he has no say, but he can't walk in and be like, yo, this is what I want. Because he said, I try to pitch ideas and they turned them down.
I think The Rock is full of shit, man.
Me too.
And I think they sent him out there, they being Ari, to fix it.
Yeah.
Like, we've never had we've had pay-per-views that have ended in shambles where, like, collectively, not just the internet audience, but collectively the audience is like, what is happening? Fix it now. We've never had a WrestleMania in collective fix it now. What is happening? So I think what is happening, they use Pat, good friend of the show. We gonna choke you out. Here's The Rock. Thanks for helping us out with making Gunther look good tonight. Here's The Rock. He's gonna do. They announced that super late last night. That tweet came out like 11:49 or something crazy.
For real?
Yeah, that wasn't like re-promoting it all day. So my theory is they seen the reaction. Of course, Raw After Mania is sold out. You got 100,000 people from around the world
in Vegas.
Yeah, you're in Vegas. You only need to sell 15,000. It's going to sell out. It's going to do well. but just the reaction of it was so negative. I think they was just like, and we've seen this with The Rock before, where I think it was WWE World last year, where he wanted to clean up some things. Like he was late, so he wasn't going to do like a Q&A with the fan. Yeah, that's what it was. He wasn't going to do a Q&A with the fans. He was just going to talk. But he was like, I apologize. I'm going to clean this up. Let's talk to the people. Like, I think he was only supposed to be there for like 10 minutes, but he spent like 30, 40 minutes.
Because didn't he have like kids on the stage? I remember what
he was hugging babies and shit.
Yeah. And with this, I agree with you because and I think that they did this kind of like they didn't really need to be honest. They could have waited a couple weeks because after Raw, the wrestling world was back into, oh my God, this is so awesome. Oh,
they had his back.
They sitting, oh, Rusev is amazing. We're so happy Rusev is back. Oh
and that's
my God.
For wrestling fans.
Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, this is the great, like, we're sitting there and it's like, all right, you're happy now? Nick Khan was probably sitting there like, that's it? All it took was Rusev to get you guys to not care?
It's not that niggas don't care. It's all of those things make the body, right? Okay, we got Rusev, we got Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. All of these things, they make up the show. But, bro, the main thing, first off, we just broke a record with the 17-time world champion. We never seen this wrestling before. We breaking records. It's John Cena, one of the greatest of all time. His final run, his last WrestleMania. And this is what we doing? This is the build? Come on, son.
I guarantee
you. Trying to lean into it, talking about, I'm a heel. I'm the last real champion. Bro, come on, son. What are we doing?
Listen, man. I do, but even The Rock was like, yo, fam. I told them. He kept saying that. Yo, I told them. Just call me if you need me. They ain't pick up the phone.
Did he throw Triple H under the bus?
Yeah.
He said tickets weren't moving, or tickets were moving a little slow. I got that call.
He was like, what he's saying in the thing. Me and Cody was watching him before we started the show. He was like, there's things I would have done a little differently. If
I would have did differently.
He said that a couple of times.
Yeah, and I'm like, nigga.
But he wouldn't say what, because he went down the card. He was like, the women were amazing. This match was he started talking about match by match, and then he was like, yeah, so John Cena and Cody. Listen, man, y'all keep saying why wasn't I there, blah blah blah. And I was like, that's definitely the one where he wanted that call real bad, but he didn't want to be the one to be like, yo, so this is my idea for when I come back at Mania.
Bro, I don't even think that's a call that they need to, bro. Like, explain the shit. That's it. That's all niggas wanted was an explanation. Why A plus B equals? That's all we want.
Why would he have to get a call? He's involved with the storyline. Like,
that's what I'm saying. At that point, once you're involved, you don't need to. A call shouldn't have to be made, bro.
But I think he explained it. I think they said, didn't he explain it? Didn't he say like it was just gonna be too much? Like, because he was like, you already have the storyline of 17.
Yeah, he felt like the final boss being there would have been too much, and he would have took the shine away from.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, Cena wants to ruin wrestling. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, if I'm there, wouldn't the ruining wrestling thing be attached to the Rock thing? But The Rock was like, nah, man, that's not what they wanted. They didn't call me.
He said he heard Travis Scott music, and that caught me off. I didn't know that was going to happen. And he said, he was hinting that like, we got problems now. Once he heard Travis Scott music and Travis come out, and he not there. Like, if number one, I didn't realize this. Like, the last 5 WrestleManias have ended in shenanigans. Did y'all know that?
No.
Man,
the last 5 WrestleManias have ended in shenanigans. So WWE has kind of conditioned us to expect shenanigans in the biggest match of the year, which is crazy. If when AEW do this, we shit all over it.
I mean, we shitting on it now.
Yeah,
We don't like it regardless. Stop doing it, y'all. Like,
so The Rock said when he heard Travis Scott music, he knew like, oh shit, I'm not there. The fans are gonna expect me to be there.
Even McAfee said he texted The Rock.
Yeah, he texted him immediately, like, you here?
No.
Like, no.
And y'all and y'all loving it and eating all that up. Bro, we expected The Rock to be there after elimination. Bro, they had like 6-7 weeks. You can't be there for one?
Who didn't expect The Rock to show up? Like
word. It's WrestleMania, bro. We can't get a payoff.
And like, this is what I'm saying. All of this talking right now, it means nothing right now. We know what this was. He tried to come on there and try to clean stuff up, try to save face. You know what I'm saying? That's all what this was. Like, it is what, like, fam, you can't fool a real nigga. You can't.
But we gonna find out what really happened
in the WWE Unreal. You think this is all a ploy for WWE Unreal to?
Hey, they working, brother.
I'm not gonna hold you. I do. Now I'm trying to, because in my head I was like, nah, they probably sent The Rock over there just to explain some things because people are not gonna shut up. But also, on the Pat McAfee show, they were asking him about the Martin Scorsese movie, and they were talking about Papa Tui, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, this felt like a Rock advertisement. Like, why?
Rock advertisement.
But even like the Martin Scorsese movie, that movie hasn't even begun filming. Like, the script isn't even done yet. And even The Rock talked about it for like 10 minutes. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what are we doing here? But The Rock did say that he had a bunch of commitments, which is the reason why he can't even do anything in a wrestling capacity.
Right, so cool. He should have said no when they called him to be a part of the shit in the first place. I got too many commitments. The Rock should know, as a wrestler, you should have the wrestling mind. Look, if I come here and do this for y'all, you already know for a WrestleMania build, this is gonna mean I'm tied to this, and I can't do that because
that's why they gave him Cena.
We can't pay it off.
They gave him Cena, as the thing because of that. That's how they worked around the commitments thing
with Cena.
Yeah, because they were like, we're not gonna. The Rock isn't gonna be used in a wrestling capacity. They'll use Cena.
But they never explained why The Rock and Cena even was together.
That's what The Rock was talking about. The Rock basically said they're not talking about that more because they want to expound more on the John Cena ruining wrestling, which he hasn't even explained.
They haven't explained nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even he's cutting a promo. Here comes Randy Orton, RKO out of nowhere. I'm like, we're never gonna hear how you're gonna ruin wrestling.
Hey, he was fresh as fuck doing that promo though. Yeah. Like, you see them Travis, them jump man.
I'm on my Cody.
Them Cactus Jacks. Them shit was fire, bro.
He had the Cactus Jacks on.
Them shits were fire.
Finally, he was wearing Hokas for 6 months.
But I know John Cena. I mean, Travis Scott definitely pitched John Cena. Yo, let me do your merch, please. Let me just do your fits because my God, this is terrible.
So did y'all like his entrance on Sunday?
Low key, just a spotlight.
That all shit black was fire.
I liked it low key.
I did, but also like doing that, but coming out as in regular John Cena clothes.
Yeah, didn't like that part.
It don't make any sense. I'm telling you, it really like John Cena. And I know, like in like 5-10 years, he's gonna be giving an interview and he's gonna be sitting there like, I thought it was just genius for me when I became a heel. I turned my back on you after all the years that you turned your back on me, and now you're cheering me. And I just thought it was amazing. I never changed. And that's what makes it like, he's going to be talking about it like it's the greatest thing ever. Meanwhile, we're living in it, and we're like, you look stupid. You're wearing a custom t-shirt at every city you're in.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
No, I'm about to say, don't leave, Eve.
No, I brought Cody back so I could do that.
So they also announced WWE Unreal, and we saw in the trailer a whiteboard with apparently the WrestleMania build with ideas from December. And on this whiteboard was probably like 15 matches, maybe 13 matches or so.
Yeah. When do we know when this the show's gonna debut or not?
Didn't it say like summertime?
This summer.
It just said like coming soon to Netflix.
Man, and I know we was talking about like everything leading up to the weekend and all that, bro. Call me old school, but man, the old man would not do this, bro. I don't know. This maybe because there's certain things I want to keep wrestling a little bit pure still. I don't think we need to see like Triple H in a promo who's like, we're taking you behind the curtain. For what? I don't want to see how they make chicken McNuggets. I don't want to see how they making sausages and all that. No. I don't want to see how the product is made, bro. I know what I know. I think what I know is enough. You don't got to show me y'all with a whiteboard talking pitching matches and breaking everything down. I think that's a little too damn much.
All right, we as long as we finish talking about The Rock, I see. I'm different. I'm on the other side of that. I want to see it because
are you a documentary guy, Cody?
I would say I am. It depends on like my interest in it.
Eve, are you a documentary guy?
If I can make it through the whole thing without sleeping, 100%.
All right. So Cody, what are your thoughts on the death of kayfabe, basically, like, and them launching this whole inside series type of thing?
It's like what like Paul Heyman was saying when Paul Heyman was on the Pat McAfee show as well. Like, you gotta, it's now. This is what's going on now. You got to keep up with the times. You know what I'm saying? If you don't keep up with the times, you're gonna fall behind. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep up with what it is. You know what I'm saying? Paul Heyman was on the same because they asked him about it. He said he don't like it, but you know what I'm saying? This is what it is now. I gotta go out there and I gotta be with the times or I'm gonna get left behind. Like, and it's the same. It's like for someone like me, like we do this show and we often like think about what's going on in these rooms and everything. We get to see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm interested. I want to see that. I want to see how it goes down. Even though it's going to be produced in certain ways, it's not going to be 100% raw and anything, but at least you get an idea of what's going on back there. And that's something that interests me. Like I want to see it, especially with the screenshots y'all took of the board is in there.
Man,
no, with this.
I was sitting there and I'm like, yo, they're doing a breakdown of the trailer about the show, doing the breakdown of how it's made. I was sitting there, I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way this is a real thing.
Manny went off in the group chat.
Yo, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, y'all are that, like, that's how chomping at the bit people are for this type of info. And I know, if I had to guess, Netflix definitely pitched this. They was probably sitting there and they were like, yo, documentaries do the best. Everybody loves docs. It builds audiences. Because I think like the number one genre of podcast right now is like murder mystery, documentary type of things.
So we should murder mystery podcast.
We should just chat GPT wrestling murder mysteries and just read a script and see how that episode does. But
I mean, like literally going to a crime scene and setting up pod equipment. Like, yo,
what are we gonna call it? The first BAT, first 48,
first 69,
first freak.
We pod the nigga got a first gunshot wound. Like, as you, yo, we on scene, y'all. This nigga was slain.
So yeah, no.
Hold on. Produced by Netflix, filmed by NFL Films.
But yeah, so Netflix is definitely sitting there and they're like, yo, documentaries and inside scoops our number one, type of content. And WWE, they always film everything anyway. So they were probably like, yo, here you go. We have new content for you guys.
Wouldn't be surprised.
So, but I don't know. I know kids aren't going to care about this because kids don't watch docs. It's not like they're, a 12-year-old's going to be like, you know what? Let me log in. I was watching no docs when I was 12 on, even when it was available on, what was it, like WWE Go or something like that? Whatever that channel was on the cable box. Yeah.
WWE 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be fine for kids, but also like, are we really gonna be a bunch of adults saying, "Yo, I don't like that they're telling me this thing is fake"?
No, I mean, if I could get to my utility belt, come on. I mean, you know the swag already.
Get yourself the shirt for when the premiere episode. We got to wear the shirts for the premiere episode and do a watch along.
Watch it live.
Yo, a watch along for that would be ill.
Doing a watch along for a doc.
I just need to know who pitched Jade versus Nia Jax, and who pitched Jimmy fucking Uso versus Jey Uso.
I was just about to say, can you name off some of the matches that was on that whiteboard?
So
we don't know how long ago this was though.
This was December. They filmed that in December. That little clip right there. So it looked like if this dropped June, August, it's like a little 6-month lead, 7-month. So some of the matches were like, I was in tears when people kept texting me different matches. And the last one was Jey Uso versus Jimmy for the Universal title. What?
You know what? If that was the plan, then I'd happily take John Cena and Cody. What we got? You know what I'm saying? If we comparing Jimmy and Jey Uso for World Heavyweight Championship versus Cena and Cody Rhodes, then Armand was right, and that match is a 4-star match. Maybe it was 4 stars. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so at the top here we got shout out to, I don't know how to say this guy's name, Abu. He broke this all the way down. At the top of the blurry ass whiteboard, it says WWE Championship Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Underneath it said Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins as of December now. And it's color coded. So the colors are black, blue, and red. At the top of the whiteboard, it says WrestleMania 41 and the date. You can see on the other whiteboards, this was filmed before the Rumble, and it looked like that saved the chamber. So that's putting us early January, December. And so at the top it says blue, Cody Rhodes, black John Cena, in blue Roman Reigns, in red CM Punk and Seth Rollins. So is that just SmackDown and Raw? That's what it's looking like so far. Underneath it has Gunther. Jesus, let me get the breakdown again. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Women's World Title, Rhea versus Bianca. WWE Women's Championship, Jade versus Nia.
That would have been a 5-star classic, to be honest.
Who doing the wrestling in that match, though?
The fans.
Wasn't Jade already out by this time?
So again, that pushes it back again. Nia was champ in December, right?
Yeah, but wasn't Jade gone with the injury?
But she could have come back. We could have found out.
They could have said, they could have said Nia did it for The Rock.
Could have won the Rumble or something.
Yeah. So
there's ways they could have got there.
There's ways to get to that.
Jade in the Rumble crazy. We're going, yeah.
Randy versus KO.
Right.
Wyatt 6, your faves, Eve, versus the Judgment Day.
That might have been some heat though.
That makes sense.
Yeah, do make a little. They both demonic and weird and all that. You know what I'm saying?
The entrances alone would have been crazy.
Yo, Damian Priest, your entrance was a little too demonic for me, man. That shit was a little too satanic.
Yo, it blew my. He kept glazing the guitar player. Every time they cut the camera to him, he was looking at the guitar player like.
Yeah,
he goes to the top rope.
Not for nothing, that nigga was shredding, bro. Nigga was shredding, man. Not for nothing. Whoa. Still,
they said Priest is gonna be opening for Slayer. I'm like, what is he even gonna do? He's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican niggas like that kind of shit, man.
Not
There's
really.
different kinds of Puerto Ricans, bro. There's like the emo goth kind. There's like the classic ones that like boxing still, and you know what I'm saying. They know how to give good haircuts. There's the ones that love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like
this is the funniest breakdown of Puerto Ricans. That's so funny.
Shouts to my Puerto Rican niggas, man.
Beef on this Tony Hinchcliffe or whatever that dude name is.
Yeah.
Nah, chill.
So you said Wyatt 6 versus Judgment Day?
And then after that, it looks like it's the women's titles. Charlotte and Becky versus Io and Asuka. Then we got AJ versus Logan. Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio.
That would have been.
But I think they probably didn't know, or maybe they said they talked to Bad Bunny and it was like, all right, well, I'm gonna let you know, because remember Bad Bunny announced his PR and Latin America residencies and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the reason for that not happening.
And at this point, I'm guessing the colors are SmackDown, blue, red, red, Raw, black, free agents, or celebrities.
Yeah.
Because
maybe black is a maybe.
Well, the only people in black are John Cena, Bad Bunny, and Travis Scott.
Okay. So the VIPs.
The VIPs, maybe. Braun Breaker versus Drew. I don't know if that's for a title. I don't think it says it for a title. Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott versus Chad Gable.
Stinky.
I don't know what they
and
do.
then the last two lines are just so blurry that people don't know.
It was Braun Breaker versus Drew. Did you say that?
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, okay.
And then people are speculating there's a Jey Uso Jimmy. I don't see that at all, but they're saying Jey Uso versus Jimmy Universal title.
Why?
RP the Universal title too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, it's over for that.
That's crazy.
The
Roman did all that, bro.
Red joint was some heat.
The red one?
Yeah, the red one was pressure.
Don't you got it? Or do Cody, you got it?
No, he got the blue joint. Man, look. We had the red joint was Flea. Then they made Seth Rollins drop it to
Fiend.
Rest in peace, the Fiend. He goes to SmackDown. They change it to blue. Lost all the swag, man.
Super cock diesel.
Anyways,
I mean, we can. Are we gonna judge a premature WrestleMania card?
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying, Travis Scott and Rey Mysterio made sense.
There was some pressure on there,
and then they made it make even more sense. They made Travis Scott basically like a brand ambassador, creating his own collection, and a lot of that was heat. And you can use the Black Announce Table Fanatics link to cop some of that heat. And if you don't, you can also just cop our heat that we also dropped. So options.
Did you find it fascinating that CM Punk and Seth were wrestling potentially twice?
I don't think that they were going to fight twice. I thought that it was more so like, which one do you guys want to go with? And then we'll just go with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't got too many. It sounds like they, we got to the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a match on it. I probably would have liked to see. Oh, maybe the Bad Bunny joint would have been cool. The Wyatt Six, I'm over and past them. You feel me? God bless. Thoughts and prayers to y'all. Hope y'all good, but I'm straight. Everything.
I'm calling your name.
Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill. Nia Jax need to come back. I don't know where she's been at, but let's get you back popping again.
Versus Charlotte.
Charlotte, I don't even know what you do with Charlotte at this point.
AAA.
She should have won.
Find her another husband.
AAA. See, now if Charlotte was here, she was smack fire out you for saying that. I mean,
she would have went crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Nah, play it again.
I'm on the fucking camera.
Nah, that was crazy. I didn't mean to say that, Charlotte. That's on me. That's my bad.
You're gonna end up looking like Tiffany. Beat the shit out of that girl.
Two lumps on his head, man.
You gonna knock my teeth into place?
Right? You have the NBA young boy knots on your head, man.
That's crazy. Big Tiff.
Shouts to Tiffany, man. Shouts to the WWE. Apparently, the WWE got the best dentist on the planet. Got her teeth straight in 10 minutes.
Hey. Did they send them to Good Morning America?
Who, Tiffany?
Yeah, don't they usually send the main champs to?
She ain't ready for Good Morning America, man.
She wasn't ready for the main event. No.
I don't think they sent anybody to Good Morning America, to be honest. Everybody just kind of stayed in Vegas.
I don't watch the news, so I don't know.
You get all your news from Pat McAfee?
I get all my news from Big's Business on Twitter.
News right here, right in the smartphone.
He can say, yo, this is from Big Biz. That's nasty.
Weak ass news. Nigga, man, you don't know about a damn thing going on.
I don't know what's happening.
I know enough. I know enough. The Pope died.
Sorry, Peter Pope, man.
Yep.
Shout out to that Warner on YouTube.
We getting a warning for that? We can't say RP to Pope?
Nah, they just put at the bottom of the screen when you talk about like the Twin Towers, COVID,
the
George Floyd.
The YouTube, first of all, now that you're saying all of this, the YouTube moderator, whoever's watching, they're like, yo, the range that these guys have. They talking about COVID, the Pope. Then they started talking about racism. Yeah. What else do y'all want to talk about?
No, I think we got past
Tariffs. Talk about tariffs.
Donald Trump.
Yo, speaking of tariff, my tariff tweet, Twitter sent me something the other day where I think it was like, hold on, let me find that shit, man. So they sent me X Insight. It said just analyze 1,000 X posts in the US, and I guess my tweet was like one of the top joints in the US. So
wow. Oh, the one with the barber?
Super cock diesel.
And you definitely promoted the pod under, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost certain.
I'm almost certain he didn't.
I don't know. I muted that shit after like 500, man. That should get a little hasty. And shouts to everybody that liked it. You feel me? All 231,000 of you niggas, man.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
Imagine if that was you ran into that many people on the street dapping you up.
231,000 niggas, man.
What you talking about?
Yo,
what is he talking about?
That's how I know KP be off the edibles when
Me dapping 200,000 niggas. Like, time to go home, man. Oh, do y'all want to talk about Raw After Mania real quick?
Oh shit, I forgot. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Raw After Mania was good. All right, y'all.
Bro, y'all cared about Rusev. There's only two things that we can really talk. Y'all really care about Rusev?
No.
I was happy to see Rusev. I'll say that.
I just need his workout plan, to be honest. Because I think
thanks to Rusev's workout,
I look like Rusev
the envy of all my friends.
All right.
Right.
That's Rusev. Yo, Rusev actually used to do the same thing you used to do, man. He used to deliver packages and all that.
Yo, Rusev looked like Manny on Monday, son.
That's what I'm saying. I need to figure out both. How do I look like Rusev?
The Bulgarian Brute?
The Dominican Brute.
I don't know, man. We're gonna find out what Rusev's let's see if we could get Rusev on the show, man. We could tap in with him, ask him his workout plan.
That would be fired. Let's get Rusev on. I'm gonna figure out the workout thing later because I think I might get some Burger King after this pod. To be honest, I'm a little hungry.
Burger King about to tear your stomach up, brother.
100%.
You gonna get the chicken, the long chicken sandwich?
No.
The long chicken.
I'm probably gonna get just like a bacon cheeseburger with some fries.
It's calm, man.
Let
me get you the I'm trying to have Manny on the toilet, man. Let's see what we could
Hey yo.
Get you a rodeo burger. First off, no, you said something crazy early in the show. I had to I threw up the timeout because I didn't want to, you feel me? I didn't want to pause it. But anyways, besides Rusev, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, the hottest thing smoking right now, man. Shouts to Braun Breaker, friend of the show.
Yeah.
We in for some heat, man.
He hasn't been back since I've been here.
We got to get him back, man. We got to see if we can get him back. But yeah, Cody was hating on us before because he was like, "Yo, I don't. Why? He just don't see the vision. That's it."
I don't. I got to see how the puzzle come together.
With Rusev?
No, with Seth, Braun, and Paul Heyman. I got to see it all put together because I done seen Paul Heyman with Ryback. I done seen Paul Heyman with Cesaro. I done seen, like, it's not just because someone is aligned with Paul Heyman doesn't mean like it's gonna click. I got to.
You're naming people it worked out with.
To be fair, you just named 2 packs of ass, my brother.
What? Yo, Ryback on the pod, KP, make it happen.
Curtis Axel.
Feed me more. Come on.
Another one. Like, that's 3 packs.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I want to see their chemistry. I want to see what's next. I know it's looking like we getting a tag team match. Them two against Roman and Punk.
I don't like how we're getting everybody's like, oh, new evolution is coming.
I was just about to say that.
We're not getting the evolution part 2.
Yeah, we don't know what this is just yet, but I do know that Seth Rollins is better than everybody you just named. He better than Ryback.
Well, yeah.
Better than who did you say? Curtis Axel.
I believe he's referencing Braun Breaker.
Yes.
Oh, Braun Breaker's better than everybody.
You think
nigga, Braun Breaker's better than Ryback. He's better than Curtis Axel. He's better than Cesaro. I was about to call him Claudio.
Same thing. Even for stating the obvious, bro. I'm just saying, not everyone you align with Paul Heyman is just like an automatic. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. What's the story behind it? Like, what we doing here? Now, do I think it's gonna work? More than likely, it's gonna work because it's Braun Breaker, but I have to see it. Like, I'm not just hype like everybody. Oh, this is gonna be like, nah. Let me see what they doing here. What is this? What is this?
All right. To be fair, I know that we when you team Paul Heyman up, when you team Paul Heyman up with doo-doo niggas, it's gonna be doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? These ain't doo-doo niggas. These is ill niggas. That's one. And 2, you talking about you gotta see it. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? When Luka got traded to the Lakers, did you have to see that? Or you just knew like, oh nah, He about to go. It's about to be stupid.
Honestly, I had to see it as well. I didn't think LeBron and Luka is the best fit. I didn't think that. I'm thinking
you ain't think it was gonna be Heat.
Nah, I didn't. I thought they would clash on court. I thought it would. I thought it wasn't going to be a good match. But
I mean, it's only one game. It's only been one game that shows that it works out.
Hey,
well, let me check my.
All I know is if Braun Breaker was going to get into a program with these guys, he's in the program with eventually, anyway. But you want to hot shot him in these programs, that's cool with me. Hey, Braun Breaker is great, so I'm not mad at it. I just want to see where it goes. That's
all. I think we're in for something good though. I like this is a change of pace for everybody, for Seth, for Paul, for Braun. This is a good way to move Braun up away from the IC championship into a new picture, into something completely different. Seth, he deserves something like this. You know what I'm saying? We spoke about it before. You know how much he had, how many L's he had to take over the past few years to kind of get here and be the number one guy. So, hey man, Seth Rollins, best wrestler in the world, 100%.
Hey yo, you do know Will Ospreay is in the world.
Seth Rollins is better than him.
Remember when Seth Rollins had something to say about that comparison on who's better, and he just held up $100 million in cash and said, "Yo,"
because that's the only category he got over him.
I'm playing.
That's the only one that matters. I'm playing on 100.
That's the only one that matters in the best wrestling conversation.
100%.
Man, I just seen Seth Rollins main event WrestleMania. What did Will Ospreay do? He faced, what's his name? Nick Cage.
Been the best wrestler in the world.
Hey man, if you're not facing the best talent, you ain't doing nothing. You're a big fish in a small pond, buddy.
You telling me John Moxley's not the best wrestler on the planet right now? John Moxley is the AEW World Champion. That's all I'm saying. Does Seth Rollins have the WWE Championship, World Championship? No. Hey, that's all I'm saying, bro.
I think we should say less.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
Let's bring up John Moxley to me. Man, it's time to go home.
It's a great pod, guys.
And ending the show with John Moxley, that's kind of like
you two's taking on the vid after that one.
Yeah, ending the show with a talking about John Moxley's like how Cena and them ended that match. That was the tug of war for us. Damn.
The Mox, and I'm just throwing them on the ground.
Super cock diesel.
Well,
Lit Lies done with.
I haven't heard nothing from Corey in 4 weeks, man.
Put him on the fucking camera.
Yo, we doing everything from Twitch moving forward. So please subscribe to YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Twitch. Come on. It'll be the same show, but better because we can freely, communicate. And then after that, we'll move to Rumble.
And talk about Trump.
Eve wants to be in the WWE so bad. I mean, Cody about to start his own pod with Jackson Riker.
That'd be fire.
It's going to be called Riker's Island.
Jackson 5.
The fuck? Yo. Let's get out of here, son.
All right,
drop, please.
All right, my bad.
I give my all. I give my all.
Look, man, I got nothing else left to say, man. It's fun here, as always, every week. Please come back if you made it this far. We appreciate you. Come back next week. Once again, signing out, man. God bless you all.
Next week, we're going to break down Rusev's first match.
And Aleister Black coming back, I think.
Yes.
Now that's real hip hop.
Word.
Super cock diesel.
Buy our t-shirts so I can wear one.
Yeah, hey, look, before we get out of here, make sure y'all run it up on YouTube, youtube.com/blackannounce table. You know where to find us at. We might be on Twitch soon. Who knows, man? I don't know. Depending on how everything going, man, I might just, I might press the red button one day, man. Nuke this whole shit. Put us over. I don't even know where. Look, I might have a bad day one day and wild out, man. Who knows? But yeah, for now, youtube.com/blackannounce table. Patreon.com/blackannounce table. Lots of good things up there. Like Manny said, make sure you get the shirt. The link is in the description. It's in the Twitter. It's in the Instagram. It's everywhere you need it to be. You know what I mean?
Hey.
If you don't want the shirt, use that Fanatics link. Get some of that new Travis Scott, John Cena merch. You know what I'm saying? All of it is brown. You know what I'm saying? Throw on some doodle. Just put on some doodle brown, man. Get you something brown in your life. You know what I mean? Get you a brown shirt, some brown pants, some brown shoes, man. Man, get you something. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to use that, it's cool. Maybe you want to go to a show, you could use the SeatGeek code, man. BATPOD for $20 off your order. Now, next thing is what's the next pay-per-view? Backlash. Backlash is up next. So if you're up in the where's it gonna be? St. Louis?
Missouri.
If you're in the St. Louis area, man, you want to go see the show?
I mean, you want to see that Orton and Cena to the bell ring.
The
Sexy Red probably gonna be there.
You know what I mean? You're getting a little bit of everything. So go ahead, use that code, have a blast. Hey man, run it up. As for us, we'll be here next week. Same time, same place.